Hey team, how's it going? Coach Mike here. I'm excited to tell you about number six. The number six reason you're not losing fat. Now, this is probably the one that I see the most. 9 times out of 10 when I'm talking to people and they're not losing fat, and we get to talking about food, and this is kind of what happens. They blow it on the weekend. You blow it on the weekend. That's the reason. So you're doing really good all week. You're kind of watching your foods. You're watching your fats. You're watching your calories. You're watching how much sweets you're taking in. And then you get to Friday night, right? Friday night, party night, family night, whatever. I know at our house we do family night. And we, sometimes Friday nights used to be, was like pizza night. Pizza night and ice cream, and we'd get Cokes and all that stuff. And that was kind of Friday night thing. But what happens is you blow it there, and one meal's not so bad. But then it just becomes this long Saturday. You blow it, you go out to eat, you're out shopping, you go out to eat again. You get treats, you get specials, you get, the desserts and all that stuff. And so by the end of the weekend, you've totally blown Friday night, most of Saturday, and Sunday, is usually a relaxed day, and you just, you may eat decently there, but, there's just not a concentration level or a focus level on food. And it happens to a lot of people. And so that, that may be happening to you, and you can't figure out really, I don't want to stifle myself. I want to have more fun on the weekends because, weekends are all about family and blah, blah, blah. So let me give you some tips on maybe how you can work this to your advantage. One of the things I do is, bodybuilders and guys who lift weights and people who are looking to reduce their fat, body fat, have what they call a refeed day. Refeed day. Now, it's because most all week you're going and you're being really strict on your calories. You're really watching it. You're putting it in MyFitnessPal. You're watching those ratios. How much protein, how much carb, how much fat you've got, and you're being really strict on it. So to provide yourself with a little bit of sanity, because that can kind of go crazy. That can make you crazy and really sometimes make you really crave sweets and stuff like that, or things that you may be just neglecting. A refeed day is where you kind of flip-flop your ratios. If you've been going high protein, low carb, during the week, a refeed day would be where you kind of flip-flop that and you go high carb, low protein. But now you have to use a little bit of discipline to control yourself, that you don't go crazy with a whole bunch of sweet stuff, on that one day. But it does allow, when I do this, it allows me to have more fruit than I would normally have. I sort of, eat more bananas and eat more grapes and eat more those kind of things. That's my day to eat pancakes. I make whole wheat pancakes, protein pancakes or waffles. I just recently made a cheesecake that was a protein cheesecake. It was actually really good, made out of Greek yogurt and protein. I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it was really good. So I allow myself on that day to, normally I run 50% protein, 30% carb, 20% fats. And on Saturday, which is my refeed day, I flip-flop that ratio to be 30% protein, 50% carb. So I get a lot more fruit. I do get some sweet stuff in there, and I get some treats for myself, right? To make myself sane, to where I don't go crazy on this. But I control it to 50% of my nutrition. And if I'm going to cheat, if I'm going to really have some sweet stuff like cookies or pie or ice cream or something like that, I only get that in the 2 hours after I do a double workout. Now, that's just me. but it helps me control it, and it helps me know that my body's actually just going to burn that right off. And I can still get my sweets in, I can still get my stuff that I want to get, or maybe I've been, depriving myself of all week, and it's treat day or whatever, but I make it a cheat meal. I don't make it a cheat day or a cheat weekend. I make it a cheat meal, and I plan it in the 2 hours after my, pretty much my hardest workout of the week. And my body's going to take care of that, no problem. And, the coolest thing about this is this type of approach actually allows your body to burn fat more evenly over the week and continuing on week to week. Pretty cool. So maybe you've been blowing it on the weekend, but maybe you've not been blowing it in the right kind of way. Maybe you could use this approach to actually continue to burn more fat, or maybe start burning more fat. So if you've got questions about this approach, maybe you really struggle with this, maybe you really struggle with sweets, or you struggle with Cokes or something like that, and you need some help, give me a shout out, send me an email, connect with me on Facebook, send me a text, and I'll be glad to talk with you about it and tell you what I do, tell you what our groups do. And our groups, the guys in our groups, are continuing to drop fat week after week, and we're taking this approach. So that's number 6. Reason number 6, you're not losing fat. Maybe you just need to tweak things and make things do it the right way. All right, Coach Mike, I'm out. See ya.